Now, God promised to bless Abraham in a greater way than ever before in his life, but he had to walk away from all that he was comfortable with before God would even show him what that next level of blessing was going to be. Genesis 12, 1 and 2. The Lord had said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's house to the land that I will show you." Now, just so you understand why God asked him to do that, God had a big plan for Abraham's life. He was going to be the first man that God came into covenant relationship with. And he really wanted to use Abraham. But all of his relatives were idol worshipers. And so God knew that he had to get away from that in order to ever be able to do what God wanted him to do. You know, sometimes you're just simply hanging out with the wrong people, and God can't take you to the next level because you're being too influenced by the wrong people that you're around. And God said, "I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great." One translation says, "I will make your name famous, and you will be a blessing." And then if you take the time to read more in Genesis 12, it says, "And I'll even bless those who bless you." Abraham, you're going to be so blessed that even if somebody blesses you, they'll be blessed because they blessed your life. But he had to separate from things of the past. And it's one of the prices that we pay. You know, when you come into a relationship with Christ, you're not only invited to come into a relationship with him, but the Word teaches us that we'll have to learn to live a separated life. And that doesn't mean that you go off by yourself somewhere and just stay alone and don't have any friends, but it means you will have to separate yourself from some of your old ways. You can't just continue in sin and have a relationship with Jesus. He'll teach you, He'll lead you, He'll guide you, and God will deal with you about one thing at a time, never more than what you can handle, and He always gives you the grace to do whatever He asks you to do. But we're only fooling ourselves if we think that we can just have a messed up life and just kind of tag Jesus onto the end of it and think He's going to fix all of our problems and nothing is going to need to change. And you know, all the things that God asks you to lay down, I can tell you they're the things that are making you miserable anyway. Some people say, well, you know, if you become a Christian, then you just can't have any fun. Well, you know what? Some of the things that I used to think were fun were things I did need to stop doing. But I found out, no, they really weren't fun, because all I knew was how to have fun. I didn't know about real joy. And joy is so much better than fun. God wants you to have a life that you enjoy. John 10:10, Jesus said, "The thief comes only to kill, to steal, and destroy, but I came that you might have and enjoy your life and have it in abundance to the full until it overflows." Is that what you have in your life? Do you have an abundant, joy-filled life? Or are you just saying, no, but I want that? Well, if you're wanting to go to that next level, then there may be some things that God's going to deal with you about that you're going to have to let go of. It might be a selfish attitude. It might be self-pity. It might be complaining or grumbling. It might be gossiping about other people. But in God's kingdom, we're always growing. There's always things that God's showing us about how we can live in a better way.
We hope you enjoyed this teaching. To get more from Joyce, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.